Hello everyone, thank you for watching this video. I'll be showing you how to install ESBMC-AI. I'll be showing you two ways basically, the PYPI version and how to build the latest version for yourself using the source code. So first of all, you want to run sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade. So the following command to basically get all the system files up to date. This guide is primarily aimed for Ubuntu. However, you can adapt it to any other Linux distro since it should be compatible with everything. So you want to go to ESBMC first of all, just to get the verifier, since ESBMC is the default verifier for ESBMC-AI. And on Linux, you want to get the ESBMC-Linux version. Wait for it to download. Okay, and I'm going to put it into I'm going to make a directory here. I'm in downloads. I'm going to make a directory called ESBMC because I'm going to unzip it and then everything's going to be in that directory. It won't unzip into a separate directory in itself. So you have to just do this or else you're going to get everything in your downloads folder and it'll just create a messy situation. So we're going to run unzip ESBMC-Linux, and as you can see, it expands everything. We're going to go into the bin folder, and then we're going to show you here that if you run ESBMC, like, it works. And then you can move everything to the .local/bin folder. And that's basically where ESBMC is going to be stored locally on your user home directory, basically. We're going to check if that directory is in our path. And if it's not, then we want to edit our bash rc and add it in there. We want to basically just write that value. And of course, /home/Yanis is my own username. You want to do /home/your own username when you're doing this. And you can see your username in the left side of the terminal, like before the @ And if we open a new terminal session now, you can see that ESBMC is successfully detected in path and we can run it from anywhere. So now I'm just going to create a test file, a test C file to check that everything works correctly. If it doesn't, you want to run sudo apt install build-essential. And what that's going to do is it's going to install a lot of C libraries like the GCC compiler, and all this is like necessary for using ESBMC, since it relies on those libraries for functionality. So I'm just going to add a printf statement here, like hello world, the usual. Then I'm going to import the standard library so I can use malloc, because we're going to be demonstrating the vulnerability detection here using with the use after free vulnerability. So we malloc a new integer array. Of 3 spaces. And right after, I'm going to assign a value to it and then free the array. Then I'm going to print the value. And of course, we expect this to be giving us an error when we run it with ESBMC. I forgot there to dereference the array, so yeah, it's gonna give me a warning. But as you can see here, we do get a null pointer error. But yeah, I'm gonna fix this now. I'm gonna fix this now. And I could have used open bracket 0, but you can also just dereference it straight away since it'll just dereference the first position in the array. And if we run it now, we get null pointer dereference failure. And it gives us the counterexample showing the state of the program that caused this crash. And if this doesn't work, if ESBMC gives you an error, like I said, install build essential. There is me demonstrating it. And yeah. So next up is downloading ESBMC-AI. And the first thing to do is actually install pipx, since that is the recommended way to install Python packages on Ubuntu, but I recommend doing this with every distribution. Overall, using pipx is a good choice. So you can either run pipx install ESBMC-AI to run the latest version, or if you want to build the version in the master branch yourself, you run pipx install hatch. And yeah, so I'm going to just like, I'm not gonna git clone it. You can git clone it. Like, just get it in some way. I'm just gonna download the zip file, and I'm going to go into downloads and extract it. And we don't need to place this in a new folder. It actually extracts the folder as well. So then we can do hatch shell, and this will basically install the dependencies. And now that we're done with the hatch shell, we've installed all the dependencies required and we're in a virtual environment. And to demonstrate all this, I'm gonna run exit, and now we're outside. You see the ESBMC-AI from the command line is gone. If we do hatch shell again, we go inside again, and we can do hatch run ESBMC-AI help to run the code for source code development without building it. So you can see it works great. The help is a subcommand, of course, so you can just do hatch ESBMC-AI and then pass any parameters to it, of course. And we can also, I demonstrate debug view config here just to show you that it works fine. And now I'm gonna attempt to build it so we can install it with pipx. So we just do hatch build and as you can see, it just simply builds it, no problems. And in order to install it, we're going to simply run pipx install and give it the path of the wheel file. And we're gonna wait a while since it takes a while to do all this. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so now as you can see, we've installed ESBMC-AI using pipx, which means if we go to our home directory, we can run it from anywhere. So we don't need to be in the hatch environment to run it. We can basically just do ESBMC-AI and it runs like a normal program. And since we just didn't type anything, it just took us to the help command, but we can do -- help to view all the possible basic parameters. And also we can do ESBMC-AI fix code, and that will give us, and then we can run it on the file that was broken from before. And as you can see, we did get an error that ESBMC path is not set, and we can easily set it if we basically run with a specific flag and set the path through that. So if we do -- I think it's verifier.path, and then we specify where we put ESBMC. So if we just do home.local/bin/ESBMC, we're gonna see what we get. Okay, that was not the one. Give me a sec to read this. Okay, I figured it out. It's verifier.esbmc.path. So now it should actually work. But one sec, as you can see, we're getting OpenAI API error now. We need to specify the OpenAI API key. We can just specify that in our environment right before we run the command. And I'm using a key that will be invalid by the time this video is seen by anybody, so nice try if you try to use it. So we're on ESBMC-AI fix code. We're gonna just well, actually let's put the path first. So verifier.esbmc.path local bin esbmc main.c. Oh yeah, and we need to specify the subcommand, so fix code. And now it should run successfully. And I'm using temperature 0 with GPT-5 Nano, so I don't know how good the result is gonna be, but we'll see. Like, that's the default value for ESBMC. You can adjust everything through the config file or through the command line. So as you can see, this is kind of a weird, I guess, way to fix this code, but it's still, like ESBMC says this runs. It's just that it's doing a bunch of unnecessary things. I guess it's because of the temperature 0, like maybe set it's 0.1 or 0.3.